Hi, it's Stephen here from Scientific Ocean Wave, and this is day 14 of the November daily draws. It's the beginning of a new week as well, so let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from Dugan's Witch's Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. And today we will go there. And our card today is the Five of Pentacles. We're entering winter. There's that cold, wintry sort of feel to it beginning to come in now. But also with this card, do we feel isolated? This is how in the middle of them, it's in a remote setting. Do we feel unconnected with the world around us? Do we feel unconnected with in our relationships? And you know, the trees are bare. I mean it's autumn, the leaves have already fallen, and either remain or soon before or finish falling. And do we feel as if we've lost something, that we've you know, we've lost part of ourselves? But look, even this flower here, it may be drooping, but it's still above the ground. It's still there, and the tree's still there. The tree's still, it's not dead. It may be just dormant, it may be stripped of its leaves, it may be, but it's still, the life is still there underneath the snow. And if we're feeling isolated, stripped of our former selves, stripped of our former, external trappings and outward appearance, if we feel that we've got something missing from ourselves, that we've lost something, that we're not the way that we used to be, that we feel that we've been stripped away in some way, and feeling isolated and unconnected, know that this is only for a time, and this time will pass. You know, spring will come, the snow will thaw, and the leaves will begin to grow again on the tree. Maybe the purpose of the stripping away is to divest ourselves of things that don't serve us anymore, or are going to encumber us, or not going to fit in, or we just need to be refreshed. And part of that is the stripping away and the laying bare, so we can see ourselves at the very core, without the external trappings and everything. And then at the right time, we will grow new growth, new leaves, new, outward things that will make us feel better again. And they'll be fresh, they'll be vibrant, they won't be jaded, they'll be fresh and new, and full of life. But the stripping away has to occur first, and that time of being laid bare. And as long as we have our roots down firm enough into the ground, it may be cold on the surface, but the snow acts as an insulating layer onto the ground, and under the ground it keeps it warm underground. It keeps, when above ground it's cold, but it's almost like a blanket. It is literally a blanket of snow. And if our roots are deep down, it will take us through the winter period. It will take us through that sense of being laid bare and being isolated and out in the cold, and all the things that are associated in this card. But I would also say that make sure that you're not isolating yourself unnecessarily as well. There may be circumstances where that you have no control over and that you can only do your best within the circumstance, but there may be aspects to it as well within your control where you are choosing not to connect in the way that you could do during this time, that you could be less isolated, but for some reason you're not taking that chance for those connections, for that support that you could gain from others. So just be careful of that too. But what I'm saying is that it may not seem great at the moment. You may feel isolated and stripped away, but it's in preparation for something new to come. So just stick with it, just hang in there, and in due time you will see the purpose of it, and you'll see the beginnings of new growth coming at the right time, and you'll begin to feel better again. So just hang in there. Let's see what oracle card we get to go with that. Here we go. Candles. Magic. The magic in the light. Maybe just light a candle for yourself. At this time of winter and darkness and cold, just light a candle as a setting your intention that you're going to keep that flame burning even in the cold, even in the dark, even of winter. Let the magic of that intention sustain you and strengthen you and guide you and lead you in the way forward. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 15. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.